A to the L to the I to the Z to the E, and it's all on me, robot baby. Back, you know what I'm saying? Alizé. Do not call me Alizé. I do not like that. My name is a liquor. Alizé, baby. But anyway, um, in fact, I do want to ask you guys this question because this is very important before we even get into today's topic. I want to ask you a question. Have you ever faced so many challenges in your life and it felt like you could never get past those challenges that you were going through? And the more pain that you endured over time, it made you feel like it just would keep on increasing and it would never go away. Have you ever felt that way? Okay, I'm asking you this question because it's going to lead me in today's topic, which is about negative thinking. And if you have been watching my videos, you do know that I like to start off with the topic, then give the definition, and then the explanation, and then talk about why it's important. I decided to switch it up a little bit. Sometimes I'll switch it up a little bit, I want to be a little bit more creative. And please let me know how to be more creative in the comments. I would really appreciate that. So, the definition of positive thinking, okay, or thoughts. The practice of focusing on the good in any given situation. Also, I do have my notes. I always have my notes. Which can have a big impact on your physical and mental health. Approach the good and bad in life with the expectation that things will go well. Now, the reason this is important, okay, actually, before we get into why it's important, I'm going to give my explanation. Positive thinking can then help you to create more value within life. Okay, your life, yourself, and the things that matter most. Why this is important? This is important because when having a negative attitude all the time, due to certain expectations that were not met, it can affect your mental health and your overall being. Now, to give further explanation on this topic, I want to talk about how positive thinking does influence you. I remember saying in my last video a quote saying that success is not what you think but what you do, because you have to apply a form of action in order to get to where you want to be in life, right? Yes, of course, this is true. However, I don't want to say that become a hypocrite and say that this isn't true, but I'm still working on it because I'm trying to find more information as to why it's more important to act, or how you can separate your thoughts from your emotions. Because depending on what situation we're in, we do have to separate our thoughts from our emotions. And how they say your thoughts become your feelings, and your feelings become, that turns into emotions, and your emotions become your actions, and your actions will turn into your habits, whether that's good or bad. So this is true. However, when I did say that, I was going back because I was actually stuck on a quote. Not stuck on the quote, but it's a quote by Zig Ziglar. I said it in my last video. It's positive thinking will let you do everything better than negative thinking will. Now, I don't believe I quoted it word for word, but I felt like when he was talking about positive thinking, it does have a huge impact on your life, and how it does really revolve around your qualities. Excuse me. And the qualities within yourself, okay? And those qualities are your integrity, your tranquility, trust, courage, how you feel about yourself, because we all have qualities, okay? I want to say self qualities, because qualities within, okay? And when we have to dig those qualities out, it could take us, depending on what situation we're going through, it could take us a little bit longer. Some people, it doesn't take them too long. But when you find those qualities within yourself, you're able to pull out those qualities, and you're able to see yourself for who you really are, and overall, what you're really worth. And I wanted to go talk about not that quote, but I wanted to talk about the quote that I said, success is not what you think but what you do. Because there is certain people who talk about how if you are still unmotivated and you don't have the motivation to get up to do what you need to do in order to take those, to basically not only just work on self-development, but self-development. If you're not taking those steps, or you're not making that as a schedule, or you don't have a schedule and you're not making that as a routine, that can affect you. Like if you're not motivated enough to do it. Some people who are unmotivated will still do it because that goes under self-discipline. So I don't want you guys thinking that I'm out here saying that, you not thinking positive is not going to help you become successful. It will. However, you must imply action. Some people will think positive and feel positive, excuse me, excuse me, but they will assume that some people will probably get anxiety, or they will be too scared to actually act. And Les Brown talks about how you should have developed the courage to act, because in certain situations we are scared to act on our skills. We are scared to act on our abilities because we have fear. Okay, so I wanted to really go into this and talk about the benefits of positive thinking. It is a stress relief, number one. Increased immunity, number two, and improved wellness, number three, and resilience. And those are all important, because if you hear people saying not just only worry about what you digest physically into your body, but also what you digest mentally, because I don't know, I believe Nino Brown, a lot of people have said it, I believe Nino Brown said this, or I think it's when you have he called it a spiritual disease, okay? And I really took hold of that, because that's very important. A lot of people don't realize that what you digest internally and mentally can really have a huge effect on you in your life. So when you are thinking positive, this can become a stress reliever, okay? And this can also increase your immunity physically, because when you're thinking positive and how your body is, you won't develop as many diseases. This has been scientifically proven, right? Okay? And also, and going into that, it improves your well-being, of your overall being, of how you feel about yourself and how you feel about the universe, how you feel about other people. So being positive is a huge impact. And I believe the reason I chose this topic to talk about, because I did talk about how negative can affect you, but let's talk about positive thinking and positive thoughts. When we think positive, that motivates us to get up in the morning and want to actually do, new things and try new projects and go out there and, meet new people. When you're thinking positive and you're in a good mood, it really does help you to become less stressed, because you're not dealing with, despite if say something happens throughout your day, or you may face a challenge or an obstacle, people who do have positive thoughts, they see more of an optimistic solution. They don't focus on the problem. And I've been told this by an ex-friend of mine. He says that do not focus so much on the problem, but focus on the solution. What can you do to make things better? Okay, if you made a mistake with a certain individual, or if you made a mistake at your job, what can you do to do better? Instead of focusing on what you did, focus on the solution at hand, because that will make you become more resilient. And the more you focus on the more you have an optimistic view, and the more you develop a positive mindset, you will see things as more of a bigger picture, and you'll see things more broader. You won't think so negative. You won't be so limited. You will be more your mindset. You'll feel more free. You'll feel better about yourself, and spiritually you'll feel better about yourself, because when you start to really hang around people who become a positive influence on you, you will start to pick up those habits, and those are good habits, because those people are actually going somewhere in life. They're actually achieving their goals. They have, people who are, making sure that they are, how can I say this? They're focused, okay? They're focused on becoming better people, becoming a better woman, becoming a better man, or whatever their goal is. And they have ambition, okay? They're not just thinking limited. They're not just hanging around drinking all day. They're not, they don't have a lot of time on their hands. And it's really good to be around people who have positive mindsets, because that helps you to feel more uplifted as well. And you can uplift yourself as well by really focusing on those, focusing on your qualities. And I wanted to talk about this because I finished Zig Ziglar's, one of his seminars I was watching on YouTube, how he can help you. Zig Ziglar shows you how to change your mindset within 21 days. And he talks about how you should deep and find those qualities within you, your integrity, trust, and courage, not within other people, but within yourself, and really seeing yourself for who you really are. Because what other people say you are, how you may feel about yourself right now, he says, is a lie. Because honestly, if you feel like you're not, if you feel down all the time, if you're always thinking negative, or you're always assuming that something's not going to go your way, you manifest these things into your life, and you end up putting yourself at a very high risk of not only just developing stress and being more stressed out and having anxiety, but also, piling a lot of stuff on your plate, and, being confused. You eventually start to feel that your self-worth of how you feel about yourself goes low, because you don't see a positive I'm sorry guys, my bad. You don't see a more positive view on life. And we've all faced many challenges, and we've all went through obstacles, and that have tried to deter us and tried to stop us from getting to the outcome. And some of us stop because we get that feeling, or we have that little voice in our head saying, this isn't going to work out. We've tried this numerous times, and every time we try it, we fail. Why just give up? Why do you keep wasting your time? But in reality, you have to turn off that, and you have to tell yourself no, because you are in control of your own brain, and you are controlling your brain and your thoughts. So how you are thinking, you can change that. And so when we go down that path, sometimes it's hard for us to get back up. Even if we are positive people try to influence negative people, or if they try to, be more of, show people like who do think negative, hey, I believe in you. They may not feel that way, because in their mind, they haven't dug up those qualities. They haven't seen, that yes, I can trust in this, and I must have faith, and faith can take you a very long way. Okay. And really finding more value within yourself. And when you bring out the value within who you are, and you stop paying attention to what others think, and you start to develop that positive mindset, you're going to have the mobility to want to move forward and to want to become better in life. And not better than other people, but better than who you were yesterday, or last month, or last year. Remember, every day is a new day, and we're always working, and we're always developing new strategies to become better than who we were before, because people are going to see you for who you used to be. But that's not important. What's important is how you view yourself right now. Separate who you are from the things that you do. I've said this before, because Les Brown has mentioned this. This is a quote from his. You cannot let what you do, if you know that you're out here, if you know that you're making moves, if you know that you're struggling, but you're still making moves, and you're still coming up with new strategies, or you're coming up with new skills, or you're going out there and putting yourself out there to be known, and you know that you want to be up there with the giants, then don't worry about what other people say. People are going to talk about you until, Medea said, the day you die. Okay? So positive thinking, really, it does benefit us, because when you're thinking positive, you're focusing more on the outcome, and you're not focused on the challenges and the obstacles that are in between. You're not focused on those big blocks, because you know that in the end, you're going to reap those rewards. You know that you're going to get those end results. You know that if you put in more hours and more time, you know that the universe or God is going to bless you with way more than what you even had imagined or visualized. Okay? And it's such a beautiful thing when we start to think positive. I myself can be positive, and sometimes I can be negative, because sometimes I feel like my manifestations may not be working, but then I have to remind myself I must believe and have faith. I have to drop the desire and remember to believe in who I am, because many people have talked about me. Many people see me for being a liar. They don't think I'm trustworthy. They don't think that I'm a good person. And before, I was very negative. I was the type of person that my negative energy, I would attract negative people into my life, and then I would, cry myself to sleep wondering why, but not realizing that it's something within me, and I'm not seeing that I need to change my mindset, and I need to change in order to change my behavior, in order to internalize better habits within myself. And even though those people may see me as a negative person, I see that I am becoming a positive person. I see that my mindset is changing. I see that I'm seeing things more for the outcome. I'm looking and saying my life will be okay, and I see myself up there. I don't see myself down here. And there are going to be days where I do. I'm not going to say that I'm perfect. Absolutely not. However, if you really want to change your mindset, this is something that you must practice. And I'm here to tell you today, I am willing to practice with you. Like I said, I fell off. I had to get back on track. And Les Brown said, if you know that you fell off, start again. Okay? So remember, positive thinking will really bring value. The reason I want to come back to this, value within your life, because you will start to appreciate the little things. You will start to appreciate the little things that are in your life, the people that are in your life, the people who have been a positive influence on you, the people that want to see you do great, the people that are motivating you and pushing you to do more and bring more and do more with your life. And you will see that, it's not about the materialistic things, but it's about the spiritualistic things. It's about who I am. It's about where I am and where I stand. So do not see yourself as a negative person. Do not see yourself, despite what you may have done in your past. Nobody is perfect. You cannot live up to the expectations of other people, but you must live up to the expectations of you. So you must be able to find those values within yourself, and it's going to take time. It's going to take time to turn off that negative thought or that subconscious belief, to take those negative subconscious beliefs and say, you know what? I no longer feel that way. Okay? And also, when you this affects you, the reason it really affects you physically is because, have you ever been through a situation where you feel so negative that you get a headache? You just are thinking so much and your mind is getting all these negative thoughts and you get a headache? I do. I get that. That's because I'm affecting myself in a negative way, because I'm digesting internal negative thoughts, either if they happened yesterday or if they happened months ago. And I'm affecting my health, and I have more stress that can cause you. And honestly, I'm going to do more research on this into more physical and see how it does affect you physically. And then I'll talk about that in another video, because I do not want to put information out there that is just, that has not been yet researched. So, but it is true that it does help to increase immunity. Yes, this is scientifically proven. However, I will go further into detail in another video. But I do want to say that when I do think negative, I have these negative feelings, my head starts to hurt and I start to feel like sick physically. And that's something that is very important. So remember, your mental diet is a huge factor in your life. It is a huge impact and will determine your outcome. Your mental diet, how you see things, how you view things within you, it starts up here. It starts in here. If you're seeing yourself as the old you, then you're going to keep manifesting the old you. Start to see yourself as a new version. I don't care if mama said that you stole cookies. I don't care if the person said that you used to do this or you lied to them. And once again, I'm talking to people who actually want to improve and change their mindsets. Okay, positive thinking can really lead you to becoming more successful. It will help you to become more motivated. It will steer you in the right direction, because you will want to keep doing more, and you will think of new ideas, and you will manifest new ideas, and you'll be like, you know what, I want to do more. I see myself doing more than what I'm doing right now. I want to take on a new project, whatever it is. But remember, do not overdo it and overfill yourself with so much, and you create a lot of anxiety. That's what you do not want, But remember that positive thinking will lead you to a very, very a very I want to say I want to say a long lasting life. It will lead you to a very happy life, okay? And the reason is because you'll be more happy. You'll feel more good about yourself. You'll feel more good about your days. You will become more grateful. You will show a lot of gratitude, and always do show gratitude to the people who are in your life. You know, who the people who are a positive influence on you. Because some of us, we don't see that. You know, I mentioned this is in my last video. There's so many people out there that say everyone is you pushed out, and honestly, I believe that's a quote from Neville Goddard. I do feel that that is accurate, and I think I mentioned this in the last video. Sometimes we don't realize that certain beliefs within our subconscious, we don't pay attention because our subconscious can be on autopilot, but our conscious is alert at the moment. So at that moment, we don't realize that we could be digesting or really feeding our subconscious to negative beliefs and not realize it. And we want to and we keep asking ourselves, why does this keep happening to me? But it's a matter of you changing your subconscious beliefs, and it's a matter of you seeing that there's things can change. Do not look at it as this won't change or this person won't change, or you know, depending on the situation. I don't want to talk about, you know, going into deeper internal things. But I want to say that I do believe in change, and I do believe that people can change their beliefs. I do believe that when you start to think more positive, you start to become more positive. You start to become more optimistic. And despite what you may be going through, you're not going to let those negative feelings get to you. And they might creep up. They're going to creep up. It's not going to be like, oh, I'm just thinking positive 24/7 and I'm not going to think negative. Oh, no, you're going to think negative. But you're going to immediately turn them off, and you're going to say, you know what? I don't believe in that because I have faith in myself, and I have faith within this belief, and I planted this seed. So I'm watering this seed. I'm giving it photosynthesis. I'm giving it sunlight. I'm watching it grow, okay? That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm starting to really, you know, the more I'm watering my seed, the more I'm giving it sunlight, which is photosynthesis. I do believe that's in science, yes. It's growing, and I believe in this, okay? So remember, also look for ways to improve the situation. Positive thinking really does help you to improve situations, because if you get into an argument with someone, okay, and you guys are going back and forth, you might stop and think and say, you know what, I see more of a positive outlook on this situation, and I see that it's not really that important and it's not that deep, and we're arguing for nothing. In fact, we can simply just talk about this later, or we could talk about this now like adults, and we can actually settle this in a more in a more better way. And not to mention, you will start to see the bigger picture of things. And when you start to see the bigger picture, when you're thinking positive, it helps you to see the bigger picture, and it helps you to see a clear view. And then that's when you'll start to see things for more than what they are. You won't just settle and just say, oh, this is how it is, or I'm upset, or I'm this, or and you stay in that place of just stagnancy. And facing the challenges in life, like I had mentioned, with an optimistic view, you will face these challenges head on, and you will start to see things, like I said, like they say, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low. So right now, what you're going through may seem like it's a big challenge, but if you stay focused on the outcome and don't focus on what's in between, and you stay positive and you still have that optimistic view, that doesn't mean that you're always going to feel good. But if you really have a really positive mindset and those positive thoughts, and you start to tell yourself like things like, I'm going to get through this, positive affirmations, okay, listening to positive affirmations daily and saying, I'm going to get through this, I know that I have the courage, okay, I'm integrity, I'm willing, or You know, I can do anything that I put my mind to, whatever it is. I can't really think about too much off the top of my brain. But what I can say is this: when you really find those qualities and find the value within you, that will change your mindset. And it may not take you as long. It depends. I believe that you cannot just change your mindset within a day, but you never know. Some people can. It depends. Like I said, you know, we could agree to disagree. However, it can be, everyone's entitled to their opinion. However, I do want to say that these are the most important benefits of positive thinking. And, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Also, please let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Do whatever you want to do. But no, I really hope you guys like the video. And just honestly do remember this: you are important, you are beautiful, and you are worth it, and you are worthy. And together we can make beautiful things. We can make a lot of things happen. Do not limit yourself in this world. Do not live at a limited, do not believe in just, it's only the sky is the limit. No, go above the limit. Really open your mind to new ideas and really see that there is a light at the end of that dark tunnel. Through this dark tunnel, there is a light at the end of it. So do not stop and say, I give up. I don't want to hear nobody say that they give up. I don't want to hear you say that I'm going to stop and I can't do this no more. We go through things for a reason, okay? We are being tested to really see that once we actually have the things that we want and desire in this life, are we going to keep it? And do we believe that we are worthy enough to keep it? So never think or put yourself in a negative state and put yourself at a low state. Don't do that. These positive thoughts will really help you. Because when you start to think better, you start to feel better. And you start to want to accomplish more in your life. And that's exactly what you can do. So I really hope this video inspired you. And I hope you guys really liked it. And like I said, give me some feedback. If I missed anything, please let me know. All right. Peace.